There's not been a heroin smoker who has not cooperated with the police, not once. If you've got a 40-year-old millionaire who's just tapping into heroin, well then he's got no. But if you've got a heroin user from the 90s, he's snitched. Give a shit. I've witnessed it. Every one of them, they're all the same. Look, you've got someone smoking Bobby for a year, and then he gets dragged in off the police and gets put in that cell there and doesn't get nothing to help him with his rattle. He's grassing. Do you understand how horrendous it is for this man? Do you understand how difficult it is and how painful and how shitting himself, pissing himself, spewing up, all at the same time? The only thing that can fix that is his heroin. The person that's got his heroin is the dirty copper at the door with his flap open going, do you want bail? Do you want bail? I'll come back in 6 hours. 6 hours, he's like that. Turn back up, copper. Are you sure you want to go through this? 24 hours later, mate, he's broke. Out. Not arsed, he's got his drugs, he's fucking back out, he can keep his addiction going. And that's every smackhead. Every single smackhead. Everyone that smokes heroin who gets put in the shit position, they'll snitch on you. Yes, Casey. Jenny. How are you up so early but stay up so late? Oh, morning, Darren, says Casey. What have you been up to today? Anything warning, distressing content? Why? Because you've got 4 men robbing museums. Very distressing. What about the girls? You never see distressing content when you've got a girl dragging everywhere, do you? They're fucked, aren't they? They all need to be fucking put to the ground, all them places anyway. Don't they? Seems to hurt the government, doesn't it? Every time one of these happen, the governments are up in arms about them, aren't they? Must mean a lot to them. Mustn't it? Why? Because when you got girls getting raped in the country, they're not screaming and shouting about it. You get a museum robbed, they're all screaming and shouting about it. Must be very important to them. Yes, Al. Woolly Darty, good. Charlie, nice one, mate. Got us today, 12 quid. Got this as well today. So it'll just make me, when I'm out and about next year, make me sound better. And when I'm putting my phone over there, I'm standing here, I can still speak to you. You know, do a bit better, a bit more professional. Well, I haven't got all the bits, you know, for my music position. But they're not compatible, so I've got to take them back. So I've got my microphone, got my phone, got my laptop. Need to get a few more little things. Intensify my training. start editing, give you some free training videos, help you motivate yourselves, help you inspire yourselves. I got this ball, but I just got it for my daughter, not for me. Thought to myself, if I bang this on my daughter, the way my daughter is, she'll be a fucking expert by the time she's 5. A little thing for it. So my daughter's got this mad thing about going on with her where she's just dead focused on mad shit. And like, I'll be focused on it dead intense for fucking ages. I think that's because I've removed all the toys. Remember, like I told you. So I give my daughter this. She will fucking like sleep with it. Play with it in her sleep. But I've never told you how to do it. Did you ever go with that punch timer thing? Which one? So remember I used to tell you, you're creating chaos in your kids' minds. Yes, Charlie. What is that, Daz? It's like a punching ball. You put it around your fod and then you punch it in front of you. It's good for your motoring skills and your time and your coordination skills. That's what it's for. Remember I was telling you, if your kid's got loads of toys in the room, well, you're going to make them erratic. Whereas if you just give them 3 or 4 toys in the room, it will develop this focus. And that's what's happened with my daughter. So you've got, look, you know when you've got loads of toys in your room, in your kid's room, the first thing he does, or she does, is go over, pick this up, put it down, over there, pick that up, put it down, over there. Before you know it, he's fucking got all toys going all over the place like this. Pure erratic, fast thinking. Not paying attention. Now, because he's like this at an early age, he's developing this pattern of behaviour. So now you've got this kid who's getting called OCD'd and all this bullshit, when in reality he's just had too many kids, too many toys. So look, say your kid's got 50 fucking toys, because most of these kids have, haven't they? 50 kids in the fucking bedroom, just toys everywhere. You let your kid run free in there, he's not paying attention to nothing for a long period of time. So he's developing a short concentration period. You know, like, he won't be able to focus for long periods of time. You'll focus, skip, focus, skip, focus, skip. So when you try and sit him in a school, he's not going to be able to focus. Why? Because he'll be focus, skip, focus, skip, focus, skip. And as he's growing up, he won't be able to hold nothing down. Why? Because focus, skip, focus, skip, focus, skip. Do you get what I'm saying? Whereas if you put him in the room and he's got 3 toys in the room, he'll pick one toy up and play with it for hours. And that'll develop a focus, attention span. When they're all that erratic thinking, they've got a short attention span. And then the system start labelling all mad shit. Take all the toys out the room and he'll focus on one. It'll give him a long attention span. And it benefits him when he goes to school. Why? Because he's able to sit there and pay attention for long periods of time. Yes, Kel. Jessica. So remove all the toys out your kids' fucking rooms. Trust me, you'll have a better child who'll focus more. And it's a sick focus. It's like a fucking intense focus. So now my daughter will get this one toy and there's fuck all to do on this toy, but she'll find something to do on the toy for an hour. Whereas when there was loads of toys, she'd pick that up, go intense for a little minute and go, drop it where she got bored. She's only getting bored because she's got options. Remove the options, she won't get bored. She'll stay intense on this one thing. And it just develops this different power, doesn't it? The leaders say stimulation, yeah, they master it, then move on. That's what they do. Yeah, it's exactly what they do. You know, they'll go through every nut and cranny on this one toy for fucking weeks until it's absolutely explored. Till you can't explore it no more, till they're breaking it, basically. When your kid starts breaking that toy, he's always that's it, he needs a new toy. Kids aren't breaking toys and you're buying a fucking 10 for Christmas. So reduce the bullshit in your kids' rooms. Trust me on that. Serious. Yeah, you want your kids to have everything. You want the room to be packed out. But the more shit in your kids' rooms, the more erratic the thinking is. You know, the more clear the room are. Yes, Melissa. You know, the more clear, the more empty your room is, the better it is. You know, when your room's got loads of shit and you must be suffering, mate. You must be. I can't even handle dust. You know, when you've got curtains and you've got a sunlight coming through there and you open your curtains, you've got this big dust clouds. I can't even handle that shit, mate. Yes, Jessica. Louis D. Clutter. You got people hoarding and then wondering why their house is full of shit. People are just scruffs, aren't they? Is what I'm saying. You've got scruffs and poor people, haven't you? A scruff can be a millionaire. A scruff can be a poor one. Just because you're poor doesn't mean you're unhygienic and a scruffy. In fact, most poor people are cleaner than the rich people. You don't understand that, do you? Rich people have got all these chemicals all over them. Poor people haven't. Why? Because when you're rich, you're buying expensive chemicals to make you smell nice. Poors aren't. So the rich have got more chemicals in them than what poor will ever have in them. Why? Because they're putting all shit on the skin. They're more grateful. Got a lot more gratitude for what they get when you're poor. We're all poor, but some people believe they're not. So they act like they're not poor and act like they're rich and treat their own people like the shit. It's always been the rich that's treated the poor like shit. And because there was that clear line and you could see the distinction, they had to blur that line so the division of rich and poor could disappear. How did they do it? Offered credit to your mum. That's what they done. All of a sudden, your mum, who was poor as fuck and had a little snide telly, could go to the shop, poor as fuck, go into the shop and walk out with a 40-inch telly and pay £8 a week for it. Within months, the whole estate, everyone's got tellies. Big boss ones. You then move on to furniture. You can have furniture on the drip. A few years later, now you can have a car on the drip. A few years later, now you can have anything you want on the drip if you're poor. Well, that's why you get it on the drip, because you're poor. Did you not notice? Did you not understand that? The reason you're getting all your shit on the drip is because you're a poor person. If you were a rich person, you wouldn't be getting that shit on the drip. That's the point I'm making. Because you've got all this shit that you're paying on the drip, you think you're not poor. And because you think you're not poor, we've got no fight with the rich. Why? Because you're thinking you're the rich, shitting on your poor. That's what you're doing. Years ago, the rich used to shit on the poor. Now, you've got people within your community that think the rich when really the poor shitting on the community. You don't need the big rich and powerful people to shit on us no more. They've encouraged our own people to think they're rich and powerful and shit on us for them. And this is what you've got in your communities. Fake rich people thinking they're better than you on your estates. It's fucked. It's fucked. You've got a nugget there that's in a house that's not bought. He's flying a car around that's not bought. He's got a watch on his wrist that's not bought. And he thinks he's rich. Everywhere. Everywhere. No one's rich when you think about it. No one. You got Tyson Fury saying he's a multi-millionaire. He can't go and pull £1 million cash out of bag there now. But he thinks he's rich. Do you understand what I'm saying? You got dickheads with £1 million in the bank. But it's paper. It's not cash millionaire. So look, do you want to become a millionaire dead fast? Go and get 20 grand and you can become a millionaire in 6 months. It's like that. Straight up. And this is what you do. Go and get yourself a shop. Some bullshit thing. Doesn't matter what it is. Anything you can for 10 grand. With the other 10 grand, go and get 8 of it. And go and buy phone cases, headphones, microphones, Bluetooth speakers, toasters, kettles, and just fill your shop with the shit. The cheapest shit you can find, fill it to the brim. Go and give that accountant to the bottom of your road a little backhander of 15 ton. So you'll have 5 ton left out of your 20 grand. Tell him to go into the shop that you've had for 6 months. And tell them to value the commodities and your items in the shop to £1.4 million. As soon as you've got the evaluation of your business at £1.4 million, well then you go to the bank and go, my business is worth £1.4 million. I'd like to remortgage it and get that house on the drip. And this is what you've got. You can do that and become a millionaire on paper. And that's what you've got in the country. So when you're going down your high street and you're seeing that shop, all run by foreigners, full of shit, but the millionaires on paper. And they won't sell a fucking thing out this shithole. But the stock count in there makes them a millionaire on paper. So now he can just sit there, classed as a millionaire off the bank, and get what the fuck he wants and live what the fuck he wants cash free. He'll have no cash in his pocket. He'll have his car stuck up his path. Why? Because you can't put petrol in it. Straight up. Now you see all these millionaires around your estates and that. It's exactly what they're doing. Straight up. And you can do it if you want. But it's not the way to be. My LFC giggles, not the way to be, mate. You want to be a cash millionaire. You want to be a cash millionaire. Save and buy your shit outright. Don't get on this drip shit. You'll never become rich if you start getting on that drip shit. ever. You might think you're rich, you might have all the materials, you might have all this bullshit, but you're not. It can all go like that. One, you've lost a lot. So always have, instead of going to get that Golf fucking turbo on a fucking 225 plate and you're spending $350 a month on it for the next fucking 10 years, go and get a Golf turbo on a fucking 010 plate for fucking $2,500. It's yours. It can't be taken off your path if you miss a bill. If you crash it, you can just go and replace it. It's not a long-winded bill. Fucking trust me on that. If you can go out and buy, don't drip it. You know, you see a watch, you think, oh, my mate's offered me this watch on the drip. Fuck that, just go and buy a watch that tells the time. And you've got a lot of people doing that. Like going out, spending 20 grand on a watch, and then going to the mate. So watch there, do you want to give me so much a month for it? And it'll come to like 28 or 30 grand. No, they made 10 grand on the mate. Not really a mate, is he? And that's the point I was making. Like, you got people portraying themselves to be friends, putting the mates in debt, just so they can, like, fit in, sort of thing. So years ago, you had about 15 kids in our area wearing Rolexes, and every one of them was paying drip on them to a drug dealer. You've probably got the same in your area now, you lads. You know, it doesn't stop. It's the same precinct. It's the same sort of bullshit, just repeated. So on your estate now, you've got pure heads. You've got these nice watches on, but they're paying for them every month. Straight up. Loads of them. Think about it. You've got a kid there in a trackie that's worth 120 in total. He's got a pair of £100 trainees on him. He's floating around on a Surrey, but he's got a 38 grand Rolex on his wrist. Think about it. He's paying it on the drip. Yeah, it's Insight Drop Media. So try and be a cash buyer, basically. You know, stack your cash, mate. Trust me. If you're buying gold, buy gold to bury it. And buy gold to wear it. Like, go and get a grand's worth of gold, and in 10 years that grand's worth of gold will probably worth about 13 grand's worth of gold. You go and get 10 grand and bury it. The notes go out of date. That's how they conquer money laundering. Straight up. So what you will have noticed over the last 10, 15 years is your £20 notes getting changed on a regular. Your £10 notes getting changed on a regular. And the old notes that was replaced getting devoided. Like, there's no use in them no more. There's no value in them no more. Why that all began years ago was because I could stack £2 million worth of £20 notes in that shed at the bottom of this fucking dungeon somewhere, and then get myself a 20. And then I could get out 20 years later and just go to my dungeon and have my £2 million cash. Now I can bury £1 million in £20 notes and get 15 years. 5 years into my sentence, them notes are void. Why? Because they brought new ones out. Again, that might be how they're reducing cash in society as well. That's probably how they're reducing the cash in society. You know, by say like let's say in 2020, they pumped out 10 million into the public, cash. That's what they do, innit? So they pump out 10 million into the public, and let everyone mix with it all, get it all tangled up in them, and then that 10 million, void it, and bring new notes out, but 8 million notes. Let them get entangled in everyone's bullshit and all this madness. Couple of years, and then whip them notes out, that 8 million, and then put 6 million different notes in. So you've reduced it from 10 to 8 to 6, cash in society. And if you keep on doing that, eventually you'll have no cash in society. Will you? Yes, Louis, the metals are always the best investments, aren't they? It's always the minerals. When we start getting into minerals, and we start getting into diamonds, and we start getting into copper, and we start getting into magnesium and all this shit that they dig for, then you start thinking, okay, is this why they're burying bodies en masse every fucking decade? Do you understand? So look, if you've got, 2,000 years ago or something, right? Just think about what I'm saying. You see our bodies like stardust. You've got oils in your bodies like the Christos oil. And if that solidifies, we don't know. But the point I'm making is this. In 2,000 years ago, if you had 1,000 men buried 10 foot under the ground, they've all been killed. However, they're buried 10 foot under the ground 2,000 years ago. And as the rebuilding and the flattening, you see it all the time with your own eyes these days. That's been going on. Rebuild, flatten. So over the years, them that were 10 foot are now 100 foot down. They're buried 100 foot down now because the rebuild. So 2,000 years later or whatever, you've got millions and millions and millions and millions of dead bodies very deep under the floor. Why? Because look how many millions are getting killed every year. Them bodies go in the death, most of them. Right round the world, if you've got millions of Africans getting killed 400 years ago, well, you've got millions of Africans in the death. And then it's built on top. And the solidifying process of the human remains, that's the diamonds, that's the cobalt, that's the copper, that's the zinc, that's the magnesium. I believe everything they pull out that ground is the residue of bodies. But what else can it be? What else can it be? Think about what I'm saying. Yeah, so look then, right? You see cemeteries now. You see them cemeteries now. You see in 1,000 years, no one will ever know that was ever there. It'll probably be dust, mud, sand, fucking buildings, all this bullshit. We don't know, right? But then they start digging. And now we've tapped into these precious metals. And basically the precious metals are the bodies of humans. See the fluids we've got inside us. If you're shot dead early, it must just freeze up. And then when it's in the death, the compression over the years, crunching you right down. All them oils and all that copper in your body, that zinc in your body, that magnesium in your body. You've got all that in your body. The hormone testosterone in your body. fluids that come out your brain in the death, solidified. I firmly believe that. I firmly believe all the metals that we use are us. When you've got these gold things, silver, copper, bronze, this is all body. But they're being, and this is why they continue to kill millions and millions and millions and millions. So look at Africa. Have you seen how many billions of people are being killed in Africa? Not millions, billions. Think about it, mate. 2,000 years, 3,000 years, look at Africa. There's fucking billions of bodies in Africa, mate, buried. Every year, mate, millions and millions of Africans have always been getting killed and buried in mass graves. Haven't they? So you imagine one of them mass graves then, with 500 people in it. 2,000 years later, you got explorers coming along with a digger. Starts going off its barnet by this big grave from 2,000 years ago. Start digging down, all of a sudden they're getting cobalt. No cobalt that they need for the phones. This is what I'm saying, lad. So you know when you see them big mining fucking things in Africa, you've got all the Africans going, that big mine. They're probably working down towards a big fucking grave and they don't realise it. Co-bases, is that what it's called? I know it's just a theory, but I think it's viable, me, that theory. You know, when you think about it, all the shit they're pulling out the floor, we've got in our bodies. Like, you've got copper in you. You've got magnesium in you. You've got zinc in you. You've got potassium in you. Iron in you. You've probably got gold in you, and we just don't fucking know it. Get what I'm saying? You know, that fluid. Have you seen gold when they first discovered it? It's like a soft, like mushy. It looks like you've had a big plate of fucking mash, and someone's poured a dye in it, and it's just settled in there, and then you pull it out, and it's like that. That could be the Christos. Could be the synovial fluid in your body. You know, where's all that fluid going to? You've got a lot of fluid in you when you go in that grave. Especially when you're shot on the spot and pushed in. It's like a solidifying process straight away. If you're going to a morgue or you're going to get fucking... They can probably remove all this mad shit from you. But if you're shot on the spot and pushed into a big grave, all that stuff in your body is precious, mate. Must be you're the most precious thing on earth. So the shit within you makes you the most precious, doesn't it? And I think that's what it's all about, to be honest. I think, you know, all these massive graves, 500 years or 1,000 years later, you're basically looking at a big fucking... a gold patch. Tranquility, God, I say energy never dies, I know. That's what I'm saying. So imagine, right, that energy, and imagine what that energy is doing to that vessel. Do you understand what I'm saying? So everybody has got an energy, and when your vessel gives up, your energy leaves to where it belongs. Your energy is your spirit is your consciousness is your soul. And if you think like a devil, when your vessel drops, your energy goes to the devil. if you're thinking along the lines of Christ and the consciousness of Christ, when your vessel drops, your energy goes to where it belongs. Where does it belong? Where your consciousness is. How are you, Divine Goddess? Dalila? Melissa? Is gold crystals? Well, there you go. I firmly believe the precious metals they're getting off the deck are human bodies from thousands of years ago, buried en masse. So you see now where you're still seeing these big massive graves getting done in fucking all over the world, basically. All over the world. Where all these minerals and precious golds get fucking found all the time. You've got millions of people getting slaughtered and put into mass graves. Them same areas, you've got a continuous supply of all these rich metals and things that you need to power your iPhone. Like your iPhone wouldn't be powered now if it weren't for something that's come out the ground and put in it. That might be how they work. We just think that metal is made from there and it holds no like neuron type effect. So see where you've got a magnet and it just looks like a bit of metal, but if you push something to it, it'll have an effect like there's loads of things like that and you just don't understand it. Like a magnetic field. So imagine how magnetic we are. You understand what I mean? We're proper magneticals. Yes, Bongo. Like we are proper magnetic, but we're magnetic inwards. So look, you know when you've got a magnet and you try and push something on it and it goes zzz, that's like your aura. So you see you're a magnet without your understanding it. You're a magnet. You attract the universe because you're a magnet. You've got an aura around you, and if anything comes in it, you're going zzz. So just imagine you've got like a circle around your head. And it's like that when something comes to bite the circle, it goes zzz, zzz. Have you seen them things that light and flicker, and if you put your finger in it, it goes and attaches to you? Zzz. That's what you're like. You've got a buffer zone around you that acts like a magnetic field, but instead of it's like both phases of the magnet. That's what you are. So a magnet has got, if you turn it round this way, it'll push it. If you turn it round the other way, it'll slam, connected to it. And you're like, I think we've got like this, we've got the magnet, we've got the field that pushes shit away. And then the thing that sucks it in. Both of them. But opposite. That's what I think. So the shit that pushes shit away, that's internal. And the shit that is external. And this is what we're all going through, I think. Really, the magnet should be that way. So we're propelling things away from us instead of attracting them in. So the magnet that attracts shit at the moment is external, and I believe it should be the other way around. So the side of the magnet that propels shit away from it, like won't let it touch, should be outside. And the magnet that attracts the shit should be inside. But we've got it switched. So when we should be attracting everything from the universe inside, we're not, we're propelling it away, and we're attracting all this shit from outside. All this shit sticking to us. Yes, Charlie, so imagine if you could work out whether that's the case, whether we are all like magnets, basically, pulses, fucking whatever you want to call us, electronic pulses, basically. So imagine you could work out how to turn that magnet round, so you are attracting. The opening to the universe is you. So if you could look in your body now without it being cut open, you'd be basically looking at the stars. It'd be dead dark, and you'd have loads of electric neurons floating through your bloodstream without you understanding it. In your body right now, you've got like sparks going off. Why? Because you've got all these particles of metal running through your body, through your bloods, all this, and it's glistening as it's going in your body. It's hard to grasp what I'm saying. So look, the minute your body gets opened up, the light's in there, so you don't see none of the magic. Yeah, so look, you know when you see the way the Christmas lights are everywhere now, and you go through your city centre in the day, go through the city centre. If you go through the city centre when it's dark, it's glistening to fuck, there's lights everywhere. Do you understand what I mean? That's what, you know when you're looking up at the sky in the night and you see a shooting star, you've got all that shit going on in your body. You've got all that shit going on in your body. Your body's never ending. It's like the universe, it's like space in there, it's never ending. You get lost in there. And this is the connection to your universe. So if you've got the magnet and you're propelling the universe away from you and sucking this shit to you, we're obviously living the wrong way, aren't we? So try and be the magnet that's attracted to the universe more than this. And I believe I'm talking like we can just pick you up and spin you around like a magnet. But I think you can do that to yourself. If you understand what I've just said, you're like this magnet pulse. At the moment, the magnet that keeps shit away, the force, the side of the magnet that keeps the force away, we're using that internally, which is keeping us away from the universe. And the magnet that latches on dead fast, the side of the magnet clicks in dead fast, is outside, so we're just clicking in with this shit, that fucking horrible shit. But you as a person can, I believe, spin your own magnet round. So now you've turned your magnet round. So everything that's coming at you here is being pushed back off, because this side of the magnet has got that buff thing to it. So everything out here now is getting pushed away, and everything inside is getting pulled to you, and inside's the universe. So if you can pull the universe into you more, it's got to be a powerful thing, that. And this isn't out of a book. This is just me trying to explain what I feel is happening with us all. A lot of us, some of us, have managed to attract the universe and some of us haven't. But I'm on that page, and I've been on that page for a while, telling you to go in. Go in on yourself. That's where all the stars are. That's where the magic happens, mate. Just think about what I'm saying, all that. If you had a pitch black room, and in that pitch black room, you had all these tubes with these fluids running through, and in the fluids, you had loads of particles of precious metals running through the fluids. In this dark room, through all these tubes, you've got all these precious metals running through. And right over in the corner, you've got the smallest, minuscule light penetrating in. That little bit of light is making all them particles in them tubes reflect and sparkle as they're moving around. So if you can imagine that, that's what your body's like inside. Do you understand what I mean? It's like that dark room with all the tubes all over the place. It's got this fluid running through it with all these precious metals getting spread all over the place. You've got one little light from up there in the corner shining on it all, and it's all glistening, all shooting off. That's what your body's like inside. And that is what you look up at. The universe, the stars, the skies of the darkness. It's exactly the same as what you are. Basically, we're stardust. It's what we are. We're stardust. Think about it, mate. We're made up of all them precious metals. Every one of us have got all the precious metals in the floor in your body. We just don't understand us. We've not been told the power of us. There's not many people trying to work it out. Why? Because we leave it to the authorities to work out for us. We believe the scientists. We believe the professors. We believe all these authoritarian industries who's always told us how the world works, told us how that goes, this goes, that goes, and we've been blind as fuck for decades listening to all this bullshit. Know what I mean? They haven't got a fucking clue, have they? They're just as blind as us then. They haven't worked nothing out then. They're as clueless as anyone now. Know about everything. Isn't it though? They haven't really worked fuck all out, have they? They can't tell us fuck all about what's under the sea and what's in the skies. So they're saying. But they know everything what's going on in between it, which is us. So think about where we are. Think about where we are, right? You've got water, you've got the skies, and then you've got us in the middle. Now, if you step back, if you could, so many fucking miles away from this galaxy we exist in, basically, what you'd be looking at is like a stack of wafers. You know, in biscuits you can get like the pink wafer and then the cream. So we believe we've got one sky and we've got one water, and then there's us in the middle of it. What if there's another us above the sky and then water, and then another us and then water, and then you've got like layers of wafers? So if you stand back, you'd see our race, the skies, then another race, water, then another race, skies, another race, water. You know, like water, skies, people. Water, skies, people. You know what I mean? Like water, people, skies, water, people, skies, water, people, skies. You never know, do you? What's saying that's not the case? Why? Because you can't go out the bottom and you can't go out the top. There's reasons for that. We can go, but we can't go. Innit? There's reasons for that, mate. And we think we're just caught in this, like, don't we? When in reality, we could be on galaxies and it's layers. And if you stood back right down there and looked that way, you'd see the layers of different races. And you might go up, so we might be here now. We might have come from layers underneath us. You know, we're here now, and you've got an opportunity to stay here or go up to the next place. And you'll have an opportunity to stay there or carry. It's all fairy. But there's more to the journey than what these powerful elite cunts have ever told us. Well more to this place than what they're telling us, mate. There's well more to us than what they're telling us. If you put magnets on your body, you become a very powerful human being. And for years I've been thinking about magnets. Yeah, listen to this noise. Can you hear that? Let me open the window so you can hear it properly. Can you hear that? What's that sound like? Not a fridge. 3 times a week in the winter, this shit gets pumped out around here. Whatever it is. Around this time as well. 3 bells. Comes on for an hour and then goes off. And what you're hearing there is like a ooh, something's pulsing. Yeah. Now to you might just be hearing a bubble, like the do, but that's continuous. So it's like waves, pulses. So it's and I sit there, listen, I'm not bullshitting you, this, you know. It's like you change when it stops. This has an effect on you now. Whatever the fuck this is having an effect on my body. Serious. Been happening for about 3 years, this. Listen to it. You can't find the source of it. I've looked many a times, mate. Tortures the lot. It's like it's in the air. So if I go outside now and try and look at this, there'll be patches in the air where it sounds louder. Like I'll walk that way and think, the noise is here. And then go mooching, and then it'll be powerfuler over here. And then go mooching again, and it'll be powerfuler over there. You know, trying to find the source, you just can't find it. It's mad. How long does it go on for? An hour? It's not machinery or factory, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm on about. It's like someone's got some sort of contraption somewhere, and every so often they're switching it on for an hour and then it's going off. So underneath me here I've got a few laundries. So the first thing I'm thinking is it's a washing machine or it's a dryer. So that's the first place I'm going to look for this fucking noise. It's not there. Serious. The only place I haven't searched on the roof. That's the only place I haven't searched on the roof. Let's get rid of the Marie. Welsh Gen Xer, single, keeping it real. There's a reason why you're single, Marie Butterfly Queen. You fucking creature. Little smack rat. Get out of my life. Get rid of all these tickets. Any 5G towers near you? They're everywhere, 5G towers, aren't they? You can hear it now, can't you? Getting louder. So if you can imagine a ripple, and you've got something here and it's going pushing a pulse out. The louder and the deeper it's getting, the more of power of the pulse.